Hello and good morning, beautiful souls. Tracy for today's Daily Spell. Hope you're having a marvelous morning. It is a beautiful day here in West Australia. The rain has been falling down, bringing the life to the ground and bringing that beautiful fresh smell in the air. I love it. This week we are being inspired by the divine feminine cards, and today we're going to talk about lineage. Whoa. So this card here, Fatima. What is lineage? Lineage, in my humble opinion, and Larissa is all about lineage, it's what we pass on from one generation to the next. So we create a legacy, and then that legacy flows both down the lines to our descendants and then back across the lines to our ancestors. So what can this mean for our lineage, for our bloodline? It means if you are brave enough to do the work in this lifetime, that healing will flow both ways. Good morning, Lara. Hey, Ez. How you doing? Hey, Jade. Hey, Jenny. Hi there, Clive. What we see often in families is a pattern. Like if you can cast your mind across your family, what patterns does your family have? Now, it could be miscommunication. It could be maybe you're in a family who empowers one another. Maybe that's your jam, and I love that if that's been for you. What I know often about these sorts of things, however, is that when the soul comes into the human body, we come here to do the soul work, the soul lessons. So often patterns can be more, I guess, along the heavier energetics in terms of what we're here to learn, what we're here to do, what we're here to pass on. So when we think about lineage, it is an empowering space where you get to do the work for your entire bloodline. I reckon we kind of roll in packs, right? Soul to soul. We call it soul family. So I reckon there's a group of us that incarnate together time after time, and we put our hand up. Okay, I'll be the ass in the next life, or okay, I'll be the one that needs this lesson. I'll be the one that does this thing. I reckon, and again, never trust a word I say, trust the feeling of vibration it creates in your body. But that's what I feel. That's what feels in alignment to me. Hey, Tilda, good morning to you. Hey, Narelle. Hey, baby. Hey, Ange. Good morning, Mama Sue. Hi there, Al. So, yeah, look, I think that whole concept of lineage is far greater than what we've ever been taught. And we can have far more impact on that lineage if we do the soul work. So many people, they just shun it. They don't want to do the soul work. It's too difficult, too hard. I don't want to do it. It's, conversations I don't want to have, all the things. But what we can do is just work on themselves, because we're just here to learn to come back to love. And love is in every single shade. Every part of your life is, I dare I say, the connection to love. And we're trying to get back into what love is. And it's not about getting out of the body. It's about getting deeper in, always getting deeper in. Jade says she's so excited for the future, man. Our little dudes, me and my seal, are manifesting. We did the work within us. This is the thing. When you do the inner work, it does ripple through your family. I can't wait to see what our little Bloom's going to bring to my feminine line because of all the work Madison and I have done on our relationship. I could reel through the patterns that are hanging out in my family, but because we're consciously aware of them, we are working on them, and that can only bring more beautiful things as it goes down the descendant line. Good morning, Julie. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Carla. How are you going, girl? Let's get into today's spell. The work that we do to come fully to love goes down through our line. The examples we set, the way we move, the way we move in the world energetically flows through time. With gratitude as the basis of our learning and thought, we can set the evolutionary tone. Each generation being inspired through honest inquiry, seeing generational patterns once unknown. You see, lineage is important. A flow, if you will, that has a knock-on effect through the ages. Soul family working together in our human experience, freeing ourselves from societal cages. The healing you do flows both forward and back. There's this back. Self-discovery, a gift to us all. So be tempted to make a difference. Be the one that breaks out and answers your ancestral call. Are you the one that is going to answer that ancestral call? Is it you who is willing? Is it you who's willing to identify? And again, we're not coming from a space of judgment, because when you come from a space of judgment, that really reflects where you are sitting in yourself, right? If you're around very judgmental people, it's how they see themselves that they're projecting on the outside. So when we answer that ancestral call to bring healing to our lineage, the work is all internal. But the example ripples out. The way, the tone that you set, your own energetics ripples out into that family cohort and indeed out into our communities. You know, those of us who were banging the drum in the freedom marches a couple of years ago, you know, that has set a ripple through our families, whether they agreed with us or didn't understand us or they were right next to us. We have set a tone of what we'll stand for, and that will ripple down the lines. Carla says, I love this. I feel this. Even with the fear, I still going with love. This is the thing. Fear, you can use fear, Carla, and you know this. You can use fear as a tool. Fear, without fear, there's no courage, right? If you don't have a fear of something, you can't manifest the courage to overcome that fear. And that fear is always what bubbles up to the surface. And that's what we're talking about in those family patterns, in those family lines. So it's the brave soul. It's the you in the mix that gives the family line, that ancestral lineage, a great capacity for healing. Beautiful souls, hope you have the most wonderful, amazing day. And I'm all excited because it's been a few years, well, maybe two years since I have sat in Circle. And so Circle is where I'm at. I'm running a 6-week series down in Mandurah, and I'm uber excited to be able to sit in the sacred space. Women's work is where it all started for me way back in my early 20s. And so I'm very excited about how we're going to move through that space. And I've got some wonderful practices and meditations and things that I've been working on that's really going to lean into some of the concepts that we discuss on the spell. Equally, we also have the hosts, which is incredible, the beautiful Charmaine down at the Lakelands Library. I'm also running a free journaling workshop at the library. It's between 1 o'clock and 2:30 every Tuesday for 6 weeks. This is a free event. This is hosted by the library. So if you're in the Lakelands area, come on down. You do need to purchase a ticket. If you jump down somewhere down the Wyld Tribe page, you'll see a link for that. But some of you I'll be seeing today, and I'm so excited. Yeah, I can't wait either, Siri. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Hey, Shamus. Yeah, me too, sister. And says my sister was in Canberra that day. Yes, the day, absolutely, the banging the drum day. I hear you. Hey, Sandra, how are you, gorgeous? Hey, Justine. Anyway, that's me off to teach a yoga class, have the most delicious morning, and have to have a little thought to how your impact affects your lineage. Have the best day. Bye-bye.